A sprawling report in this month's issue of Vanity Fair details how counterfeit doses of the anti-diabetic drug Ozempic have contributed to a, quote, active pharmaceutical underground. Beginning with the Food and Drug Administration's warning from December that counterfeit Ozempic pens were in circulation. Special correspondent at Vanity Fair, Catherine Eban, takes readers into how it happened, what's being done about it, and how other examples of counterfeit medication are impacting people around the world. Catherine joins us now. So, Catherine, these counterfeit drugs are coming into the system. Where are they coming from and how are they getting to the United States?
Well, there are many different examples, but particularly we got inside the counterfeiting of lot NAR 0074, which was, as we uncovered, an industrial-scale counterfeiting incident with between 10,000 to 20,000 units of counterfeit Ozempic coming in from China, smuggled into the United States and entering the legitimate drug supply.
Who's buying them, and how dangerous might this be to somebody who ends up buying a counterfeit thinking that they have bought something that's legitimate?
So these are counterfeits that are entering the legitimate drug supply. They're reaching wholesalers, and in fact, they're entering pharmacies. So an unsuspecting patient may go to a pharmacy, get a duly prescribed Ozempic pen, and it could turn out to be counterfeit. That's what's so alarming about this. This is not buyer beware medicine purchased on the internet or, on a bus ride to Mexico. This is within the heart of our drug supply that is supposed to be protected.
Catherine, Elise here. Congratulations on this sprawling investigation. Can you talk a little bit about the Ozempic shortage in the U.S. and how that kind of lays the groundwork for this crisis? And then what is the craziest thing you uncovered over the course of your investigation?
Well, first of all, it's a great question about shortages, because that is exactly what is spiking these counterfeits. It's the perfect conditions for criminal activity. You've got desperate patients, you've got massive shortages, everybody wants to get their hands on this drug. Cue the pharmaceutical gray market and the counterfeiters who come in. I would say really one of the craziest things is how sophisticated this counterfeiting incident was. The documents that we obtained purported that the drugs came from Novo Nordisk, China. Of course, not surprising that counterfeiters can also counterfeit documents, but they had a export certificate, they had an airway bill, and they had a product code which linked to handbags. So, wow. These counterfeit pens were smuggled in under the guise of being leather goods, but they had legitimate lot numbers. And they also contained semaglutide, which is the actual peptide in Ozempic. So amazing. Really alarming. I mean, this was close, yeah.
Catherine, so your reporting suggests that 60% of the counterfeits coming through JFK originated in China. They came then through Turkey, Thailand, or the Netherlands. Does the Chinese government, according to your reporting, know what is happening? And if they know, could they stop it?
Well, I think they actually do know what is happening, and one of the problems that lay the groundwork, we believe, for this crisis is that they basically nixed the patent that Novo Nordisk had on semaglutide in China. So once they eradicated the patent, invalidated the patent, that opened the door to knockoff manufacturing. Now, since that time, the patent has been reinstated, it's being litigated, but if you don't have IP protection, right, then anybody can make your product without any restraint on quality.
And Catherine, lastly, we want to turn to another one of your recent pieces that bears the curious title, A Bear's Eye View of Mike Johnson's Ukraine Aid Stall Tactics, with the subhead, How a Rare Himalayan Bear Underscores the Real-World Costs of American Political Gamesmanship. Tell us what you mean.
Yeah, well, while these bears, these rare bears in Ukraine who live right near the Kyiv airport, while they were hibernating, Mike Johnson was stalling on this Ukraine aid package. And, the bears everybody was waiting, and the bears woke up to this world in complete jeopardy. I mean, they needed U.S. weapons, and the bears and their wonderful zoological keepers near the Kyiv airport are trying to get them through this war and help them survive. And they cannot do it without our help.
Both reports are available to read online now. Special correspondent at Vanity Fair, Catherine Eban, thank you very much for joining us this morning.